Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video is on lines 50 to 73 of Book 1 of the Aeneid. Before I begin my explanation, there are a couple of things that I need to clarify. Poem is pronounced as poem, but I prefer to use the Indianized version of poem, that is poem. So I will be referring to it as poem rather than poem. The correct pronunciation is, of course, poem. So this time also I will begin with a story because the story will help in better understanding of the classical references in this particular section of the book 1 of Aeneid. The Grecians have devastated the city of Troy. The Trojan city is burning. There is carnage on the streets of Troy, and there is large scale looting and raping. So Cassandra, the daughter of King Priam and Queen Hecuba of Troy, manages to escape from her captors, and she rushes into the temple of Athena, seeking refuge from Ajax the Lesser. Ajax the Lesser is different from Ajax the Great. Ajax the Lesser is pursuing Cassandra to rape her. So he follows Cassandra as she enters the temple of Pallas Athene. She enters the temple and she clings to the feet of the statue of Athena, seeking mercy, seeking help from the goddess. But at that point of time, Ajax the Lesser rushes into the temple. He pulls away Cassandra from the feet of the statue and he proceeds to rape her right in front of the statue of the goddess. The goddess is angry, she is agitated, and she immediately takes all her anger out on Ajax. The Greek council is informed of the heinous act, but the punishment does not satisfy Athena. She feels that adequate punishment has not been meted out to Ajax. So she proceeds to lash out at Ajax the Lesser. After the Trojan War, the Grecians are returning to their lands. They have won the war, they have defeated the Trojans, and they are delighted at the plight of the vanquished people. So they are merrily sailing away after the 10-year war. Athena is waiting to vent her revenge on Ajax. So she seeks the help of her father, Jove or Jupiter. And there is a whirlwind that is created in the sea. And Ajax is thrust on a lightning bolt and he is taken out of the ship. Athena is so angry that the waters of the ocean, they start churning like a whirlpool. All the Grecian ships are tossed about here and there. Ajax's ships, they are tossed about here and there, and Ajax is pulled out, he is thrust onto a lightning bolt, and then she impales Ajax on a rock. Athena's anger is terrifying. So she takes up Ajax, she sort of plucks him out of the boat and she thrusts him on a rock. She impales him on a rock, and thus she gets her revenge. Now this particular story is actually evoked by Juno. Juno is very, very angry that none of her schemes have helped in vanquishing the Trojans. Aeneas and his men are merrily sailing across the sea towards Italy. No matter how many obstacles she has created, they have managed to overcome all those obstacles and they are continuing with their journey. So Juno is extremely agitated and she compares herself to Athena. She is sort of saying out loud that, "Look at me, I am the queen of the gods and goddesses, and I am not able to do anything to this mere mortal called Aeneas. On the other hand, look at Athena. She was so angry that Ajax the Lesser had raped Cassandra that she killed him. She finished him. on by impaling him on a rock. And I am not able to do anything to the Trojans led by Aeneas, who are gradually on their way to destroy my favorite city of Carthage. She is fuming with anger. She is fuming with anger and jealousy, and the vehemence of her feelings is reflected in the lines that have been created by Virgil to capture this particular episode in the journey of Aeneas's voyage to found the Roman Empire. So I will not be quoting the lines here. This is the explanation for the lines from 50 to 73 of the poem. What it reflects is, it reflects Juno's anger, her jealousy, her thirst for revenge, and her sense of inadequacy in comparison to Athena. What she keeps on saying is that Athena is helped by Jove or Jupiter or Zeus in getting her revenge from the Grecians, especially from Ajax the Lesser. On the other hand, Juno is not being helped by anyone. All her schemes and ploys are actually coming to nothing, and Aeneas and his fleet, they are merrily continuing on their voyage to set up the Roman Empire. So, thank you. I hope you understood this section. If you have any suggestions or comments or doubts, you can definitely put it in the comments box. And please keep watching this channel. There might be a delay, but I will be definitely posting the explanation for the next couple of lines. Thank you.